F1 Lizard Saga. During the 2016 Singapore Grand Prix, Max Verstappen spotted a massive monitor lizard casually crossing the track mid-race. With perfect comic timing and just a hint of panic, Max radioed in,
"Whoa, there's a giant lizard on the track." Yeah, I'm not joking, out of turn 3.
Face to face with Godzilla then, mate.
Yeah.
A Godzilla became an F1 meme instantly. But the real fun came in the Singapore Grand Prix 2023, where we witnessed a range of amusing radio messages from different F1 players. During free practice 3, a monitor lizard casually strolled across the track at Marina Bay, completely unbothered by the fact that multi-million-dollar rocket ships were flying past it. But the real hilarity came when Max Verstappen, who encountered the reptile, radioed in with deadpan confusion.
"There's a lizard again on the track. A smaller one this time."
His engineer, Giampiero Lambiasi, clearly remembering a previous lizard encounter, replied with the most British, bureaucratic tone ever.
Okay, understood. Maybe Godzilla had a kid.
I mean, that makes sense.
With Mac's radio message, we heard other players' panicked radio messages and their engineers' calm replies too. The prominent one was Charles Leclerc's jealous radio message.
"This lizard is having his best life."
But the cutest one was of Yuki Tsunoda. The man was quite scared of the lizard.
"Oh, there's a lizard, oh my god. Sorry, I have to report."
However, when he encountered it the second time, he loved to say hello.
"Oh, hi again."
Bottas Duck. During free practice 2 at the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas found himself in a slightly unusual situation. The rain was pouring down, the whole track was flooded, and racing was a chore. So he came to the radio and delivered a hilarious sentence with deadpan expressions.
"It's weather for the duck."
Liam Lawson Caffeine. Do you know what helps any Formula 1 driver keep going? Well, Liam Lawson has given a savage response when his engineer praised him for having a good start.
"Clean race, good laps, very good job. And guess what? You had a good start."
"I know, mate. I had so much caffeine before the race. Me up."
Caffeine is really the best friend of Liam Lawson. Norris Song. Lando Norris's engineers wanted to check the radio, but they didn't know that they were going to have the most savage radio message from Norris.
And radio check, please.
"I'm moving up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster."
But it is not the first time he has been singing for a radio check. In fact, in 2020, he gave us another memorable song that still makes us laugh.
And radio check.
"It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, Saturday, Sunday, what?"
By the way, I love the voice and song of Lando Norris. What are your reviews? Gasly winning. When Pierre Gasly crossed the finish line to win the 2020 Italian Grand Prix, his radio message was an explosion of pure, unfiltered joy.
"Oh my god! What did you do?
What did you do?
You died! Oh my god!"
Gasly's voice cracked with disbelief and happiness, as if every sacrifice and setback had finally paid off in that single moment. His engineer joined in, yelling back with just as much excitement. Accidental wish. It was June 6, 2021, Azerbaijan Grand Prix, when Sebastian decided to speak Spanish.
"Yeah, we'll do that. Also, felicidades or Feliz Navidad or whatever you say to Checo. I'm happy for him. Another win."
Here Vettel was emotionally high after Perez won the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Sebastian was genuinely happy and tried to congratulate Checo in his native language, but things turned out to be a bit awkward and funny, because Vettel ended up wishing him a merry holiday season in the middle of June. You could practically hear the engineers chuckling. It was sweet, awkward and completely genuine, like a well-meaning dad trying Duolingo at full speed. And to be fair, nothing says team spirit quite like getting the words wrong with full confidence. Nico Cow. It was 2018 when Nico Hulkenberg was involved in a horror crash at the start of the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. His car rolled away on the track and ended up with him upside down in it. He was strapped to his seat when fire started in the engine. This was a horrible sight, but Hulkenberg's deadpan radio message made it one of the hilarious moments of Formula 1.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that is the Renault of Hulkenberg.
I'm hanging here like a cow. Yeah. Get me out of this fire.
Hanging like a cow. Seriously, bro. Albon loser. It's the 2019 Brazilian Grand Prix, and Alex Albon is on the verge of his first ever F1 podium. He's driving brilliantly, holding off the big names, when suddenly Lewis Hamilton lunges for a gap that didn't exist, taps Albon and sends him spinning into the wilderness of dashed hopes and gravel dreams.
Lewis Hamilton!
This guy is such a solid.
This crash was the third one from Lewis in 2 races, and every time it left Alex fuming in anger. But this time, he didn't stop himself from taking out his frustration. Albon called Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion, a sore loser, which is bold. Lewis has at this point probably overtaken Alex more times than Alex has had lunch breaks in F1. Flirty Sebastian. Sebastian was rejoicing in his brilliant results in the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix when a girl came on the radio and congratulated him.
Sebastian Vettel, congratulations, you are driver of the day.
Thank you.
It took him a few seconds to realise that a girl was talking to him. So, in his pure Sebastian energy, he decided to flirt with her.
Who gave you my number?
I'm now your race engineer, Sebastian. How things are going to change for you from now on.
He was really bummed after knowing about her identity. It seemed like he was desperate for a girlfriend. What do you think about it? Lewis, emotional win. It was the 2020 Turkish Grand Prix when Lewis Hamilton grabbed his 7th World Championship in treacherous, rain-soaked conditions. It was a historical moment as the first black driver of Formula One was equal to legendary Michael Schumacher.
Get in there, Lewis. What a way to do it, mate. What a way to win your 7th world title. Mate, you have got to be proud of that. What an awesome drive.
But instead of a wild celebration, what we got over the radio was something raw, honest, and deeply human.
Thank you so much, guys.
It wasn't just a radio message, but was a tear-soaked, heart-on-his-sleeve moment from a man who had conquered every corner, every critic, and every impossible odds.
That's for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it too, man. I believe in you guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support.
In that moment, the radio wasn't just a communication tool, it was a loudspeaker to the world. A message not just to his team, but to every kid who's been told they'll never make it. For once, the loudest man on the track spoke softly, and it hit harder than any engine ever could. Carlos on purpose. It was 2023 when Ferrari got their true chief strategist in years. It was in Singapore when Carlos decided not to rely on Ferrari's engineers for strategy, but to use his mind.
Lando 0.8 behind, 0.8 with DRS, Russell no DRS.
Yeah, it's on purpose.
Copy that.
Engineers were panicking as Carlos was leading, Lando was second, Lewis and George were behind them. Carlos thought about his strategy and decided to defend himself from Lewis and George rather than from Lando.
3 laps to go. Lando behind 1.2. Russell in the wall at turn 10.
His sharp thinking skills allowed him to take the help of one friend and an opponent to defeat the other. Thank God Xavi wasn't Carlos's engineer, otherwise he would have started checking after Carlos's answer.
What a smart race.
You know what? This is my first smooth operation in Ferrari.
It seems like Ricky has been waiting his entire life to sing Smooth Operator with Carlos. Charles's words of wisdom. The 2025 Australian Grand Prix gave us a word of wisdom from a Ferrari engineer, Brian Bodzey.
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Leclerc's cockpit was literally soaked, either from rain spray or a busted drink bottle, but his engineer's response was comically literal. After this response, I think someone should check if Ferrari's engineers are suffering from oxygen deprivation. After disastrous pit stops and strategies, now they are giving us mind-numbing radio messages.